gonna be week 2 again. Restarting the rebuild. Back at it again. I got my my Toretto outfit, and today we're gonna get some things done. So I was planning on putting the OEM coolant overflow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a template so I can fit the electric slim fan onto here. And I plan on making just like maybe like a kind of like a shroud, a half shroud up here, and one that maybe a half shroud that comes around and loops around the bottom. I don't know how I'm gonna fit it, but I want to make sure that it's stable. This is gonna be hooked into here somehow, maybe some sort of like bracket. And then I kind of got around to cleaning up my hubs, because these are gonna go onto the car pretty soon. And I cleaned it, all the surface rust off, but this is gonna come off anyway and it should be changed. So this is gonna be brand new. Everything is gonna pretty much be taken out. New calipers. Probably gonna go with spoon. We don't know yet. It's coming to a part, but we are just gonna pretty much get these brackets off. Bring this over to Martin's, and we're gonna go ahead and get some new wheel bearings before we put on the axles. Okay. Just trying to look. So the old brake pads, and might have been due for a change. It's probably like, it's getting there. Yeah, almost non-existent. Yeah, it was time to change. But there is missing these screws here, and there is only one left. Why? Because I learned that you need this tool. I have never gotten to use it until now, and basically it helps you. It's an impact screwdriver. I don't know. Yeah, but basically every time you strike it, it turns it just slightly to loosen it. So yeah, mistakes were made, and yep. For now, we're gonna keep everything. We're gonna use stock stuff. We're just gonna change this until I get the funds to change this, and the brake calipers. It should hold for now, but not a necessity. Our goal is we're gonna get this engine running. So, got Martin working on his customer's car, and we already did one whole bearing. And I just want to get a test run before I show you guys what we did. So Martin definitely helped out through the entire process here, for sure. And yeah, let's go through the removal process. Okay. So we got the whole spindle, and we can't do anything much because we have to take this plate out first, because it's in the way of any way we can put it into the press. So since it's held in bolts here, we literally snipped off the edges, and so we can just slide it out. And here's the rest of the pieces. And honestly, it looks a little bit more cleaner, to be honest. But yeah, okay, let's go ahead into snipping these corners off here. After taking the 3 screws that are laying on the corner here, I use the pliers because I don't have the tool to get it out. But there you go. It's okay cutting it because it's held on by the 3 bolts, so it should be okay. All right, let's go ahead and head over to the block. hub. This is the old hub.
I've done a lot of these for you.
Huh?
Did you take out the C-clip?
No, I did not.
Okay, that's the reason why you're getting that.
Damn it.
Let's take out the C-clip.
I have to take out the C-clip first.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. C-clip is now out. Okay. Let's go. Now that we cleaned it with some brake cleaner, and bolts are out. Both of them are out. We're gonna go ahead. I guess we're gonna lube it and then put in the new bearings. So we got one side done. It looks like with the supervision of Martin. Now I'm gonna try and do it on my own. So first we're gonna do is we're gonna press in the bearing, put a little bit of grease on top of it. I can't believe you're almost done with this thing, man. Anyway, we'll press this bearing in. We're gonna make sure that we have a socket that will line it. I think we're gonna use the old bearing like this. What we did is that we kind of shaved it down a bit so that it doesn't get stuck. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put in the C-clip in here. Just going to make sure that's in. Woo. Alright, Martin, I want you to grade me on my work out of 10.
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
You actually listen to directions.
For the most part.
It's 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
But 10 out of 10 working. Grease plate that it has, it's still backing again.
Yeah, I mean, you can see why. It's just because it's so much closer. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Phew. Look at these babies. They look clean. Oh yeah, boy. It only seems just right to do it. Like I was like mid contemplation about buying the actual hubs. No. It is a good thing to change it. They're brand new and they've been through 100K miles plus. And why not, right? Might as well. I don't know what else I can do today. I actually will call that a win. Oh yeah, that's gonna. This with the axles seems only fitting. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look on what I can do next in our list of things to do in here. And do some coolant side. We can install some parts. But we are still waiting on the radiator and getting the template made. You know what? I could do the template. We need to do the template. Okay, tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're gonna clean the half shaft. We'll get the template going so we can get this done. And maybe we can put some tubes on tomorrow. We'll get some tubes on. Make that look nice. Yeah. Maybe drill some holes. So I just dropped off the girlfriend to work. We're gonna get some work done. Gotta freshen up a little bit. But yeah, let's get it. So we're here at the stadium. And my dad's over here buying vegetables. And yeah. My dad is on a mission to find Patani. And everyone's telling this one to get him. And let's see. Alright, Dad. What'd you get? What is that, Dad? This is what, Patani? Lima beans.
Yeah, lima beans.
And got some Filipino mango. I thought you were looking for the thing for the laing.
No more, so I have to buy something.
What did you hear, Dad?
Number 1 is the cherry.
That's good for gout.
It's strawberry.
Okay.
Number 2, oranges.
Oranges.
Number 3,
What? You said there's 5 fruits.
5 fruit. Good for diabetes.
What was it?
I have to watch again.
Oh my god. Alright, so we're back at it again. Sunday. After some swap meet action, we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a template of this with some cardboard. So I don't know if I really want to tackle this just yet, but it's gonna be done today, for sure. Our template is gonna be done today. But I do want to get this thing in. And right here is the brake booster. But the brake booster has this little gasket that when I was taking it out to go paint the engine bay, I was just like, man, this gasket is like literally paper thin. So I was like, let's just replace it. So I'm gonna go in here. I taped it up so nothing can go inside. And oh god, is it stuck on there? Look at this. Look how thin this gasket is. Literally paper thin. And we're gonna change that. So all right, got it all traced out for a new gasket. Oh fuck, I forgot the corner. All right, freaking arts and craft. We're just gonna cut this corner out. And there we go, we cut it out. Everything, all the corners not cut out just yet, but for the most part, it is out. So basically what I'll do now is just like use an X-Acto knife and cut these babies out, and the big one to be more exact. And bang, let's go. All right, and that piece will go onto here. Okay, let's see if it's a good match. And we'll go ahead and clean this up and slap this on. Look like it's gonna fit. Bang, right? Let's go. Instead of that freaking flimsy one. Now, before I put this in, the brake's right there, right? Well, guess what's next to the brakes? The clutch. There is no clutch in there right now. So, before I put this on, let's go ahead and grab some parts here, and we're gonna tackle this today as well. We have our clutch pedal here. This has its own separate holes. Clutch master cylinder, and its lines, and the drill bit here, okay? So what I gotta do is I gotta make sure, I gotta measure the size of this hole, and we're gonna place that in here. So, just gonna go in something like this, like that. You can already see where the lines match up. What we do, need to drill a hole into there. So it looks like if you have the auto, we do have pop-outs that come out. There you go. There you go, boys. That's where it goes. So we're gonna make some holes. We're gonna punch it, and let's get our master cylinder in there. So we got our tool here, and we need to figure out this size of this hole. So we got our little thing here, our caliper. Let me zero it out. Yeah, about 30. That's just about right there. Right about there. Right before it hits that line, I'm gonna go ahead and try test fit it and so forth. We're gonna just say it anyway. Safety up, boys. What are the chances? I was halfway done, and damn it, it started raining. No. Well, what we'll do is we'll test it from one side. Oh, okay, I know. Damn it, ruined by the rain. Frick. All right, boys, moment of truth. Oh yeah, that's gonna be tight. Oh my god. She's tight in there. Let's go. We have to pack up for that. So we can't do anything in the rain, so we're gonna do stuff that we can do in shade. So here's my old cardboard box, and we're gonna take it back. And it's just about the same size as the rad. What we're gonna do is we're gonna trace our electric fan onto here, and see what I can do with these brackets and these over here. And we're gonna try and mock something up. Now, I do have these mounting brackets at the top, and they are removable, but I also have these holes as well. Is it better to use that or this one? It might be best to just orient this way, since the wires are going down that way. Orient this way and have those two top brackets and holes, create a bracket from there. But like, essentially, I want this to be here, and we're gonna pretty much cut this out. I'll actually draw a line first and see what it looks like. Now the challenge is we have to try and make sure that we have our thing here in the way, put right there, and we're gonna try and mount it to a point where that looks stable enough. And I do want it to match up with this curvature. I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe a little bit offish, but to be honest, if it was right here, that'd be perfect. What I could do is take this mount off, keep it up here, have two, so we're gonna have to cut one. Our brace is gonna go from here maybe, and then take this one out, have it braced over here, match it up. We're gonna have like this thin little plate, and have this bottom one. We'll continue with the bottom one. So basically we're just gonna have a top one, and that attaches to this. So basically this is old school CAD, and we're basically, I believe the best way I could do this to keep this mounting point is to have it like this, follow along the line of the fan from the top. We're gonna keep this point here, attach it to this point. It's gonna basically look at this like this L piece here, so that we can keep a 1, 2, 3, and 4 point onto the fan, while keeping the hole for the reservoir. So we're gonna just mock up a little piece of metal here, and we'll trace it onto it, and we'll pretty much cut it out. Here is prototype 1 of where our bracket's gonna look like, and we're gonna try and see what it looks like when it's tested up. All right, with our cutting edge technology of CAD, this is what it's gonna look like to brace it up. It's not bad, I think. This is like a stainless steel piece of metal. We're gonna have a little bit of brace on top. This head is in, blocking that, but we do have a support point here, and we do get to keep our bottle coolant reservoir where we like it. Boom. How do you like that? Let's go. I am placing the reservoir there and making my bracket here. I did not forget. So let's go ahead and, I have it marked up. I know this looks a little crazy right now, but don't worry, I can see it. You're gonna have to give me some thoughts on this support brace here. This is going to support the reservoir, but essentially it's all supported here. I didn't add the thing here. It's going to extend here. Here's the holes, and yeah, this is kind of what I envisioned a little bit, like brackets that kind of pull. It is not onto the surface, but hear me out. these actually are the length of these bolts. Here, have the groovings are kind of like meant for those bolts there. So this is essentially what it's gonna look like. I did make this cutout. I made a little slice over here to make sure I don't have any blockage, but you can see there's some gaps here. But this is just version 1. And so we'll get version 2 running up soon, but that is looking really great. I don't know. Today was a good day. Got a lot of stuff done. And yeah, I'm really proud of this bracket. It comes the drooling part of the day. There's the cleanup. So we'll get to it.